14 years. So, one of the things that's different about the wellness competency mindset teaching is that it doesn't just teach people how to coach. Uh, I bring a lot of my life experience. I have other instructors who help. But one of the things I've learned in the 24 years in business is that as your own business owner, you are going to face many times. So I have faced market downturns, hurricanes, scary times, recessions, slow times, busy times. And every time, one thing keeps very, very prominent is that people are going to need the ability to change their mindset no matter what's going through. There's nothing has ever faced as COVID-19. It's unprecedented for
Yeah.
life, for business. And what we're seeing, and as we look at the trends, we're seeing that post COVID-19, where wellness is going to be significantly important to our life and our work. If you go anywhere now to the bank, they're going to ask you questions. Do you have a runny nose? Do you have a sign of illness? Are you feeling ill? This is to the bank. Never mind try to go get your blood test. Like I had to take my mom to the blood test. I had to take her to see the denturist or the dentist. Forget about just or going to your physician or even going to emergency. It is our wellness is going to become the key to everything. You cannot fly on an airplane if you're not well. They will not take you. It doesn't matter how much you pay for your seat. You're not allowed on. Wellness is going to be play a significant role in our lives and in our it's going to be the key for us getting into doors. It's going to be the key to position. It's going to be the key to that promotion. It's going to be the key for us to live, work, and play well. There's never been a time more important for you to have a wellness coach in your corner, helping you to live and work and play well. One of the key things that we do in the wellness competency mindset teaching is that we look at the rate of mental health or mental illnesses, and it has been skyrocketing beyond before prior to COVID-19. And we know that with everything that's happening, it's skyrocketing more. It's an explosion. The research was done, and over 50% of people are saying that their mental health has suffered due to COVID-19. And this is in a society where we already had a mental health epidemic. This has this has just been so difficult for everyone in so many different ways and in so many aspects. The emotional pain and trauma is increasing. Post-traumatic stress will be seen, and is expected to be a major issue in our workplaces and in our lives. So there are things that we can do to help us. And as a provider of wellness competency mindset teaching and coaching, you are equipped to help your clients to live and work well. The key is preparation. What we need to do is prepare ourselves. It doesn't matter if you are a coach already or if you're an employer or whatever you are, you're still going to need to bring the wellness elements into your business. If you go to if you go anywhere, you now have to do a screening test. They want to know that you're okay to come into their business. You can't even buy. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. You can't go in if you're not well, right?
Right.
So the reality is we need to start paying more attention to to our wellness, and we have to realize that people are going to be at different places because of the coronavirus. People have, still dreams have been stolen. People were not able to get married and have a wedding ceremony as they dreamed. They couldn't go out. We can't go out. People's life has been on hold. There's an emptiness. People have been left holding empty spaces where events and celebrations took that place. And so we need to find a new way of creating those meaning in our life. Dreams need to be rekindled. Those dreams have to be different. We have to find new and different ways to celebrate. Hope needs to be motivated, and fears and doubts need to be questioned as to, is there something I can celebrate? Is there something that I can look at? If we're expecting life to go back the way it was, then we have lost the lesson in COVID-19. One of the things I've learned about coaching is that coaching is an antidote to fear. It counters the impact of fear. It provides balance thinking, and the balanced thinking we need to move past COVID-19. We cannot go on with the same mindset that we had before. The coach is an optimist. The coach sees a positive future for their client. The coach is resilient in their thinking, is hopeful, is innovative thinker, a strong advocate, a great thinking partner. The coach elicits a star performance from their clients and will help clients thrive post COVID-19. There is no better time to become a wellness competency mindset coach than there is now. What happened in my business in 2005 is that I wanted to help my clients make a difference. I wanted them to change not just the things they were doing, but their mindsets, their whole behavior, shift their awareness to adapt a whole new way and to develop competencies. Because part of coaching is equipping people with the tools, the skills, and the knowledge to live a better life. And I wanted to truly have my clients have clear focus on the tools that we were equipping them to do, to move forward instead of stuck in the past, and to adapt and really go ahead and adopt a wellness mindset. And that led me to creating the wellness improvement system model, and this model shows 9 dimensions of wellness. It shows that every aspect of our life can be measured and is connected and will contribute to our wellness. There isn't a part of our life that isn't going to be connected to our wellness. And one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm currently doing on my podcast, What's Happening at Work. I'm doing a series on the 9 wellness competencies that I do, competency teaching, wellness competency teaching at workplaces. And many workplaces are in standstill or not operating fully. And this is an opportunity for my listeners to gain that knowledge and implement it, and to learn more about how they can grow and develop in their lives. But one of the things with the model is that it shows the spiritual wellness, the social wellness, emotional wellness, occupational wellness dimensions. Also goes and it looks at the intellectual wellness dimension, environmental wellness, financial wellness, physical wellness, and then it looks at the interpersonal, which is the core, and that's where resilience. So each of these dimension has a competency that aligns with them. So for instance, for spiritual wellness, we align the competency integrity to it. And I just did a podcast on integrity and blogs on integrity, and we'll be focusing on each dimension, just pulling them out and teaching on them, blogging and doing podcasts on them, because it's so important for us to learn those skills. And responsible communication goes with our social wellness. Emotional wellness is for self-mastery. Occupational wellness is engagement as a competency. And then with intellectual wellness, we look at capacity building as a competency. And with environmental wellness, we look at interdependence. And with financial wellness, we look at innovation. Physical wellness, we look at vibrancy. And with interpersonal wellness, we look at resilience. And we know to be resilient, we have to have good relationships or people in our lives. We have to think of the love, these are the things that motivate us to move, to get up and to bounce back. Most people will tell you they've had a near-death experience, or they've had a challenging situation, and they came back because that loved one, because they remembered, they had the memory, they wanted to participate, they want to do this again, or they want to. It's all about our interpersonal dynamics that keeps us resilient. It keeps our mind engaged. It gives us that sense of connection. And whether we have close family members or just friends, just having those interpersonal relationships are key to our well-being, because humans are social beings and we thrive on our interpersonal dynamics. So one of the things we do in this program as a wellness competency mindset teacher or coach, you learn how to apply an assessment. So there is an assessment that goes with the wellness improvement system, so you can assess how well you're doing by identifying how well you're doing in each of these key life areas. So things like self-esteem, personal style, purpose. How are you doing in those areas? And then to be able to learn and understand how well you're doing in those areas, and you have a score. So one can go from level 1 to level 8 in each of these dimensions. And as a result, they grow and they become better people. And this allows them to improve what we call the integrity, which is that competency. So we often hear of people say, oh, that person have no integrity. Well, integrity can be learned. It's a competency. We can develop it by improving how well we're doing spiritually. It lies in that spiritual dimension for a key reason. So that's one of the key things that is the foundation for the wellness competency mindset teaching and coaching program. And people who wants to know more or learn more can connect with us, of course, on our website, interpersonalwellness.com, or attend like a webinar like we're doing right now.